The War of Caernarvon Crescent.
It was a cold November evening and the sky decided to open up with torrential rain when a 7.5-ton truck roared along a quiet residential road. The truck bounced up the curb and proceeded to skid to a screeching halt on the green, chewing up and spitting out mud and grass. The driver got out of his cab and walked to the back of the truck. He inserted his key into the control box for the tail lift and lowered it down ready to offload. The driver returned to the cab and hid from the rain. About 10 minutes had passed since the truck pulled up. When my car pulled up, I got out of the pouring rain and made my way over to the driver. There was this old woman screeching at the poor man. She was bitching about how he had made a mess of the green. The green did not belong to her. "What's the problem?" I said.
"This man has ruined the green by parking up here," she screeched.
This woman looked like a dog had half chewed her and tossed her around a bit, then humped her. She had a hunchback that would make Quasimodo jealous of. It was fucking huge. None of her teeth were her own, and her face would make John Merrick stand out as the winner of the beauty pageant if it was them two in the final. I looked at the pissed off ear-bashed driver and said, "Look mate, I'm going to open up. Do you want a brew before we begin or do you want to just start?" "Yeah, let's get this done. It's fucking pissing it down," the driver said. "Cool, let's do this." I walked towards the front door, and as I opened the gate I felt something sharply prod me in the back. It just missed the area where my kidney lives. I turned around and instinctively grabbed the stick. It was a walking stick with half of its rubber foot hanging off, exposing a blunted metal grommet.
"Are you responsible for the state of this green?"
the old woman snarled. I snatched the stick from the old woman. "Yeah." I paused and glared at her. "What the fuck is it to you?" I snapped back at her. "You fucking touch me or that man over there with this stick again, I'll stick it where the sun don't fucking shine. Do you understand?"
"You cannot park the truck there. I've lived here for 50 years and no one has ever done that."
I cut the old bag off. "What, you lived in this green for 50 years?
"No!"
she screeched. She pointed at the house next to mine. Uh-oh.
"I've lived here for over 50 years.
She paused and went to grab at her walking stick, but with each grab I just raised it further and further out of her reach. "Nice way to introduce oneself to your new next door neighbour," I said. "A near bashing and an assault over a plot of land that nobody owns, and I've not even opened up the front door yet. Look, it's the evening, it's pissing down with rain, and there's nowhere else to park without blocking this road. Now if you let me be, the truck will be unloaded within the hour and it'll be gone from the plot of land that you have never owned in these 50 years you've lived here."
"I'm calling the police,"
the old lady snarled. I laughed out loud. "You mean old bastard," I said within my chuckle. "You really think an overstretched police force will come out to a quiet residential road in the sticks because we parked the truck on a green that nobody owns to offload a house load of stuff when they could be out in the town catching thieves, muggers, rapists, murderers? They might even arrest you for assault with an offensive weapon." I waved the walking stick about and spun it like a baton at the front of a carnival procession. "You can have this back on the condition that you keep it to yourself and leave me to unload in peace." I handed the woman her walking stick back and she walked off, muttering something inaudible to herself. I placed the key into the lock of my front door and began to move into my new house. It didn't take long for the contents of the truck to be moved into the house. Each room was full of the correct boxes and furniture as I loaded the truck in a specific order just to make the unloading process a hell of a lot easier. I paid the driver his tidy fee and then I paid him a little bit extra to churn up a bit more of the green, just to piss off that nasty old woman a bit more than she already was. The driver had a cheeky grin on his chops and did as I asked. He set the truck into reverse and backed away up to the old woman's garden wall. He had his foot on the brake and forcibly accelerated down, spewing mud and grass all over the place, and we were spun his way off the green, never to be seen again.
Thank you for listening to the War of Caernarvon Crescent. If you've enjoyed this production from SFX Media, why not check out more content by clicking the link in the description below. Until next time, soldier.